Did you know that there are few shelf-stable meals as this recipe, requiring only regular grocery store items? This complete meal could feed a family of 4 and be ready to cook with minimal prep time after sitting for months. I think everyone should have it as part of their emergency preparedness, but it also works just as well by yourself out in the field. Join me at Go Topless Day in May from the back of my Jeep as I make a mess for lunch of tuna noodle casserole.
Let's put together the ingredients we'll need for our tuna casserole. We'll start with a 5-ounce can of solid white tuna in water, a 5-ounce can of evaporated milk, 4 ounces of snack size sweet peas, a cup of dried egg noodles, and for our dry ingredients, we'll include 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, a quarter of a teaspoon of onion powder, a quarter of a teaspoon of thyme, 1 teaspoon of celery flakes, 1 teaspoon of dried parsley, a quarter of a teaspoon of dill weed, a quarter of a teaspoon of table salt, and a generous dash of black pepper. Combine all of those into a Loctite plastic bag. And lastly, add 1 ounce of potato chips. We'll seal that up, and that's my lunch for Go Topless Day 2025. I'll see you out at the Jeep.
Tuna casserole is one of those dishes that came of age in the advent of easy-to-prepare meals in the 1950s and 60s. But, unlike Jell-O molds, it has staying power. A certain soup company with a red and white can introduced cream of mushroom soup in the 1930s during the Depression. For about 40 cents, a family could eat a filling meal with protein, grains, a vegetable, and calcium for strong bones. That same meal costs about $11.50 in today's prices. Is that reasonable? I don't know. Feeding the same family at a fast food restaurant can cost double or triple that. After World War II, convenience became more desirable by home cooks, and tuna casserole was part of a routine meal plan. However, the dish really became a regular offering at potluck suppers around the nation. It's believed to have started in the Pacific Northwest, but thanks to ladies' magazines and home journal publications, it was adopted in the South and the Midwest, where it's a popular comfort food associated with funerals. We had it at home occasionally, but tuna casserole was always available at the church potluck supper. Often 2 or 3 different varieties made with egg noodles or rotini, peas, or perhaps a different vegetable. Some with breadcrumbs or potato chips or Ritz cracker topping. It didn't make any difference to me. I tried them all. I don't think there's too many meals that virtually everyone has a story about, but this dish is one of them. Feel free to share your tuna casserole memories in the comments below. And if you feel like you need a go-to dish that you can put together quickly and know that it will be satisfying, this is it. By the way, I used evaporated milk in this version because it's a single serving. When I make it at home for several people, I use cream of mushroom soup from an old recipe that was my mother's. Now, you know. Let me show you how to put it together.
I'm here at Ocean State Jeepsters Go Topless Day 2025, and I'm going to make my lunch of tuna casserole. So first thing I need to do is I need to measure out some water and put together the mixture to be able to make the sauce. First thing I'm going to do is measure out the liquid for the dry ingredients. Open up the peas and pour that right into the cup. Now you just want the liquid from the peas, you don't want the actual peas themselves. I'm going to open the tuna, pour that water right into the cup as well. That'll give you close to a half a cup of water. Pour that right into your frying pan. That Jeep behind me just left. Mix the dry ingredients right into that liquid. Put the plastic bag aside. Using your fork, just stir all that right around. You'll want to try to get all of the cornstarch lumps out and give those celery flakes and parsley a little time to rehydrate. In the meantime, measure out 1.5 cups of water. Just place that. That's 1 cup. Place that water right into the pot. I'm using my new Gas 1 propane stove. It's both propane and butane. So we'll light that up. Set it to high. Place that pot of water right onto the heat and cover it. That should take about 2 minutes for it to boil. In the meantime, shake your evaporated milk. Give that a good shake. Using your church key, open the evaporated milk. Pour that right into the fry pan as well. Stir that up and let it sit. That water's come to a rolling boil. Take your egg noodles, pour them right into the pot, and give them a stir. Now those are going to take about 5 minutes to cook. They're not going to cook all the way through, that's okay. We're just going to let them start to cook. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Go Topless Day is an annual international Jeep event that's in its 18th year. It started in New England, actually the group hosting today's event was part of it, as a result of an especially hard winter. The goal was to get people to take their Jeep hardtops off and celebrate the coming of the warmish weather. I know that I've been attending these celebrations for at least 15 of those 18 years, but my Jeep has been going topless almost every summer for around 25. Before I made my lunch for this year's event, I had the opportunity to get the tires a little muddy out on the trail. It reminded me that I'm a member of an organization that supports responsible outdoor use. Many people are familiar with Leave No Trace. If you're not and use the outdoors, please educate yourself. Tread Lightly is a membership organization that takes it to the next level. Yes, I'm a paid member, out of my own pocket, and no, I'm not receiving any compensation or endorsements for this segment. I just happen to align with their mission. As a person who camps with a vehicle, uses off-road trails, fishes with a motorboat, and any number of other outside activities that may involve a motor, I like their approach. I've observed many other groups, I think unrealistically, believe that banning off-road activities by motor vehicles will prevent them from happening. It won't. I feel that responsible education is the key, and Tread Lightly works hard to provide that instruction to like-minded enthusiasts. If you get a chance, check them out. I'll put a link in the description. They provide a lot of information on a wide variety of outdoor motorized vehicles. It's just one more way to enjoy the outdoors and allow others to do the same. Now you know. I believe the noodles are done. Let's make the sauce and eat.
Those egg noodles have been cooking for about 5 minutes. I'm just going to take them off the heat, put the lid on, and place them over here on my pot holder. In the meantime, I'll open the peas, pour those right into the sauce, open the tuna, and put that into the sauce as well. Just leave those egg noodles to continue cooking in the water. Don't drain them yet. Break up the tuna and place that liquid right back on the heat. Turn that up and let that start to heat through. That'll take about 2 minutes for that to come up to a boil. Once it starts to boil, reduce it and continue to stir it. So that's started to bubble, and you need to keep an eye on it because you don't want that milk to scorch. So turn it down to a very low heat and continue to stir it. I'm going to let that heat through, and I'll be back in a minute as soon as that starts to thicken. Milk can be tricky. You need to let it get hot enough so that it will thicken up, but in the meantime, you don't want it to burn. That just requires gentle heat. Continue stirring. It's going to take about 5 to 7 minutes for that to come fully up to temperature and thicken up. So that sauce is heated up. It's pretty thick. I'm going to take it off the heat for now. Turn off the burner. And then I'm going to drain my noodles. Pour that sauce right into the noodles. Scrape it as much as you can. And give that a stir. Next, I'm going to open my chips, crunch those up, put those right on top. Stir that in as well, leaving the chips on top. Return that to the heat. We'll let that cook covered for about 3 minutes. So that looks pretty much done. I'm just going to plate this up. Turn off the heat. Tuna noodle casserole. I'm going to eat my lunch and then I'm going to clean up my mess. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel. I bring out videos like this every week. Also, consider sharing it on your social media. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you for watching.